Hi everybody, it's Kaylee, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the new gem palette from Sephora. So I know I'm kind of late to this. It came out like a while ago, probably like a month ago, but I just a couple weeks ago finally got my gem palette. And I just wanted to do a little mini review about it for you guys because there's so much hype about it. Gem is like coming back into this public consciousness really hard right now, even though I think that really terrible movie is gonna do the franchise more harm than good, but you know, whatever. So I got the gem palette, obviously. I thought really hard about getting the compact and the lipstick bundle. Ultimately, I decided to pass on those. The compact is really cool, but if it was like a Sailor Moon compact, then that would be a different story. Same with the lipsticks. I loved them. They look really beautiful, but I already have like a lot of lipsticks that are very similar colors, so I just decided to pass on them ultimately. But had to have this makeup palette. So as you can see, the packaging is effing gorgeous. I like that it sort of looks like an 80s Trapper Keeper. And this is from Sephora, obviously. The glitter, I love the glittery packaging, and it's not like flaky glitter. It's not gonna come off and get all over everything, so I love that. And on the back, it has the names of all the colors. So that's helpful. I'm glad that it has that. And I love that all the color names are named after actual characters and stuff from the show. So that is like really super cool. I was like a big Gem fan. I loved Gem like a lot more than Barbie when I was growing up. And I remember the series vaguely, but I didn't remember a whole lot about it because I was like really super young when Gem came out. And a couple years ago, my husband got me the box set of the complete Gem animated series for Christmas, and we ended up like watching the whole entire run of the series together, and it was awesome because we both really enjoyed it. Actually, we had so much fun watching it, and it was sort of like this cool like bonding thing between us. I don't know. So I have a lot of fond, warm memories of Gem, even like recent ones. So we'll go ahead, and this is what I mean about it being sort of like a Trapper Keeper, and even the inner part of the packaging is beautiful. So that is the mirror. I'm gonna try not to blind anyone. And this is the palette itself. Now, I kind of debated, when I first heard about this, I got really excited about it and was super pumped to buy this palette, but after reading reviews after it came out and like reviews on the Sephora website as well as just on different websites, a lot of people seem to be really pissed off with this palette that it is so small. I mean, it's small, like everybody was complaining about how tiny it was, how tiny the pans are. I don't know, I'm like kind of surprised because this is on the smaller side of palettes. I will give them that, but I don't know, it's not the smallest palette I've ever seen, and look how many colors it comes with. It is just like so jam-packed with color. I don't know, if it was any smaller than this, I would probably be upset about it, but yeah, I don't know, I'm fine with the size. It's like I'm kind of always switching eyeshadows, so maybe that's it. Like, I've never found an eyeshadow that's like my holy grail, like love eyeshadow that I have to use every single day, and so I want like a giant endless pan of it or anything. Like I don't think I've ever completely used up any eyeshadow. Maybe I'm alone in that. So I don't know, I could see myself using up some of these though. These colors are great, they're beautiful, they have very good color payoff. Of course, on the darker colors there is some fallout, but you know, that is to be expected. I think my personal favorite colors that I've been using a lot are, I really like Aja. Of course, I like the plain matte black that's called Misfits. I like this like really rich dark blue. It's called Aja. It's like a beautiful jewel blue. I really like this color. It's like a frost, and it's like sort of gray, green. I don't know, it's hard to describe. I'm trying to move it in the light so you guys can see how it kind of shifts in the light. But that is Pizzazz, and I love that color, especially because Pizzazz is one of my favorite characters. I love this sparkly, really dark purple Shayna. I was like super pumped about this color. I thought it was beautiful, but I was a little bit disappointed because it's one of those darker colors that even though it looks beautiful in the pan, when you put it on, it actually just kind of ends up looking black. Does anyone else like hate that? Sick of that? Like, I see so many beautiful, like, rich, dark colors, especially that have glitter in them and stuff. And I get super pumped about them and I'm like, oh yeah, can't wait to try that. And then when I actually put it on, it just looks black. Like, you can, like, if you look at yourself up close in a mirror, you can kind of tell that it's not black, but if any person just normally looking at you would see you, they would just think you're wearing, like, black eyeshadow. Anyway, I think it's a little bit odd that they named this, like, bright blue shade Rio, because Rio don't have blue hair, he has purple hair. Like, why isn't this called Rio instead of... instead of 1980s. Like, that could have been a simple switch. Like, this blue could be 1980s and the purple could be Rio. But I don't know, whatever. I don't make it. Another of my favorite colors is this pale kind of like champagne pink color. It's like a little bit shimmery. It reminds me totally of a 1980s eyeshadow, and that is Kimber. Again, she's another one of my favorite characters, so I'm pumped about that. And another thing I love about this palette is all the light colors up here, like the first row. They're like super opaque, and they make really nice blending or highlighting shades, even if you're pale like me, so I'm super pumped about that. So yeah, overall, I am like thrilled with this palette. It is one of my favorites. It has been my go-to. I've been using it a ton lately. I would highly recommend it if, you know, you're into makeup, if you're into gem. Even if you're not into gem, this is a really beautiful palette. And even if you're not into makeup, this is a really cool gem collectible. And if you are a fan of gem, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would check out the gem comic. Not the movie. I know the movie is making everyone sad. I haven't seen the movie. From what I've heard of it, I don't even want to go see it. But in the same token, as bad as the movie is, the comic is like inversely superior. It is like a fabulous representation of gem. It is made by a couple of like associates of mine, and they're incredibly talented and wonderful people and deserve all the support in the world. So if you haven't checked out the gem comic that's currently out right now from IDW, I highly recommend it. So yeah, what do you spoopies think? What do you, did you get the gem palette? Did you not? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you really upset about how small it is too? Like, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, feel free to subscribe. I'd love you to have you as part of my coven of beautiful spoopies. And never forget that you are beautiful just the way you are, and to always be yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!